The Joey Badass, Ray Vaughn, and Daylyt battle just got complicated, and it's too close to call. What up, words? Your boy Charles Brown back again talking facts. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe, hit the notification bell. Keep sending those Cashaps to CLBMG. Join the membership, gang. Listen, this battle is a very good battle. Let me just start there. This is a very good battle. I listened to all these records several times. I listened to Joey Bada's respond to Daylyt. I watched Daylight's video, Word to My Mother, right? I watched that. I like how he came with the New York style energy, the New York style beat. He's in New York, apparently, and he took some time with this. The concept, everything is dope, right? I like it. I like the song. I like Joey's response. And I do have to say, I, for a second, thought Ray Vaughn didn't need to respond. I thought that their battle was concluded as soon as Daylyt stepped into the ring. But I'm just going to be honest, upon listening to all three tracks, and I did hear CJ Fly's track as well, which is a good track, the Stingray track. It's very complicated right now, gang, but I'm just going to give you my honest opinion on what's going on. It's too close to call. But as I look at the big picture, when we ended all this, when Joey dropped his last track, we ended all this, right? We thought we were just going to gauge Ray Vaughn and Joey Badass. And many of us did. I said I thought both tracks were good, too great. But I thought if I had to pick one, that Joey edged them out, right? In my opinion, I thought Joey edged them out. I thought Joey, on all levels, edged them out. And I thought that, in my opinion, I didn't think Ray Vaughn needed to respond as soon as I saw Daylyt jump into the fray, right? As soon as the one we were waiting for jumps in, I thought the Ray Vaughn situation had passed on. Now, they all kind of button heads. Let's just be honest. I think Daylyt coming out, he came out 11 hours ago, and Ray Vaughn just came out 40 minutes ago. So TDE just dropped that 40 minutes ago. I love the competition. I like how fast, and Joey came out a little bit before that. So it's a lot going on tonight. But they kind of bumping heads, gang. I'm just going to be honest. Now it's starting to be like, I like all this stuff, but at the same time, things are happening so fast. And I saw another guy, Kai Cash, that was killed. That shit was nasty. Then I saw CJ Fly. It's like all over the place, and I get it. I love it. But at the same time, who's battling who at this point, right? Like, at this point, soon as Daylyt entered the battle, and I get it, Ray Vaughn got the right to drop and do whatever he want to do. And I'm just going to be honest, out of all them three records, out of all the rappers rhyming, they all did their thing, but Ray Vaughn got the hardest record. I'm just going to be honest. This GoldenEye joint, this dude is going nuts. Matter of fact, I think he went so hard on this that the other two got to go back. I'm just going to be honest. And I know a lot of you are going to say, well, he's doing all these things, a bunch of gay bars, a bunch of Diddy bars. But it's hard. The record is hard. Everything about that record, gang, right? And what I'm saying is Ray Vaughn got the most to lose, or the most to gain, rather. He coming in like, I ain't got nothing to lose, everything to gain. He's going in. I think Daylyt feel like I'm established. I already know who I am. I already know what I can do on this mic with this pen. So I'm just going to tap you on the cheek. And he already talking about a round two. Ray Vaughn ain't talking about no round two, right? He talking about, I'm killing you right here, right now, right? And Joey Badass, I'm just going to be honest, I like the Loaed Luxx. He brought Loaed Luxx in, da-da-da. I like all that. I'm telling you, I like all three records. It's hard to measure out of that Joey Badass and that Daylyt. Those are two New York records. That's like early 2000s, Dipset. Like, they doing their thing. So them two records almost wash each other out because I think they both are good. Even with the last line, Daylyt got some better bars in there. But I like Joey Badass record more. Right? If I got to choose one. Now, like I said, it's too close to call. They both some good records. I can't say he's better than that. But to me, and I know a lot of dudes gonna say they go that New York, that East Coast bias. No, they're not East Coast bias. I like Daylight's record. I told you I like both records. I like all three records. But if you gotta say, okay, who made the better record? Joey Badass. Who got the most memorable bars is Daylyt. And who got the hardest bars is Ray Vaughn. So it's like, it's complicated, gang. It's a lot going on. If I got to pick one, it ain't no one. Because right now, I don't even know who's battling who anymore. Now you got Loaed Luxx in here. You got, you know what I'm saying? It's all over the place, and I get it. We don't have no clear rules right now. Right now, this like what they when they do wrestling, WWE, like this dude's coming off the top rope, the Royal Rumble right now. Like, it's everybody just fighting and just tagging each other in, da da da. So what I'm saying is, it's complicated. You can't even tell me with a straight face who's battling who at this point. You got Daylyt going at Joey. You got Ray Vaughn going at Joey. You got Joey fighting them all, right? You got CJ Fly jumping in. He spitting, doing da da da. It's some New York dudes starting to come. You got Loaed Luxx on there for whatever reason. I know that Loaed Luxx got history, right, with Daylyt, and everybody want that battle, da da da, this, that, and the third. But I know it's a whole lot going on. But this what happens when there's no referee, right? This is what happens when there's no guidelines, no rules. And I know everybody they absorbing the music, taking it for what it is. But if we keep going this rate, we're gonna have records just clunking, bang, bang, just coming out of nowhere. Everybody trying to, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's whatever. So what I suggest, right? What I suggest is we start getting some lines of distinction. Some of these guys got to start communicating. You know what I'm saying? I know it doesn't matter. It don't matter what I say. But to me, as a fan, if we want to start getting records all over the place, da da da, we ain't gonna know who battling who. It ain't gonna be who record is versus what record now, right? You can't even tell me what record is versus what record at this point. But I'm gonna say for my money, I'm gonna say Daylyt's record that he just dropped is gonna be versus Joey's last record. Now, Joey just dropped My Town. I'm going to say that that's the response to Word to My Mother, and that's going to be whatever he does with Ray Vaughn after that. But it sounds like they got some ammunition, some stuff going on about Diddy and somebody in their tighty whities. It's something going on where it's getting a little tricky. Like, I don't know what these West Coast dudes know about Joey, and I'm sure he's just going to brush it off because he didn't even respond to anything they really said. I mean, a little bit. So I don't know. It's going, at this point, it's going to be for us to pick through and figure out, okay, he said this, he said that, which one's better? At some point, we're going to have to start deciphering, okay, where do we want this to go? Because if it's just random records coming out for another month, after a while, it's going to all get burnt out. You know what I'm saying? So we got to figure out, okay, when did the round start? When did it end? Because tomorrow morning, Daylyt could drop a record. You know what I'm saying? Then tomorrow afternoon, Ray Vaughn, you know what I'm saying? It's going to be just record. At some point, and I get it, it's the spirit of the sport, but we're going to need some order, right? Like the dude on Titanic said, we not order. We must have order here. We need some order in here. Like, gang, like dudes just coming off, they're just coming from around the corner, just coming around the building, coming out the trash can, just doing whatever. And I get it. It's all good right now. But I'm saying, if we get another week of random records drop, da 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 da, and I know y'all just like, y'all, I'll take it. I'm saying we're gonna need some order, right? Because now Joey gonna come back and he probably get another New York dude, and then these dudes keep coming, da da. We need some order, in my opinion. But if I'm gonna say who won right now, it's complicated. It's too close to call. Like they say when they're doing elections, too close to call. for the state of Missouri, it's too close to call. Right? It's too close to call for me. I think they all killing shit. I'm just gonna be honest. Now, I'm gonna say this. I do think Joey, if you're gonna say who took the least amount of time on their verse to prepare the verse, I would say Joey. I think Daylyt took a long time to get this verse where it is, and I think Ray Vaughn put his pen and wrote that. Really, he had a lot. He put a lot on that paper that he wanted to say. So I think they took more time on their verses. Joey was flowing with the beat because the beat is what it is. So he didn't need to do much. So I'm going to say that Joey, if you got to say, okay, out of all of them, Joey took the least amount of time, in my opinion, to pen that verse. Plus, he had help on it. Loaed Luxx is on the, you know what I'm saying? He's coming on the record too, right? Which is everybody's like all excited and shocked about, da da da. So like I said, I don't have a who's winning, who's losing right now because there's so much going on. But if I got to say who got the hardest record with the hardest launching missiles, it is to be right now Ray Vaughn. Ray Vaughn is launching bombs from Pakistan right now, gang. He's shooting stuff that's just, you know what I'm saying? These are awful. These are very, very disrespectful bars. And it's like, hey, what? Like, it's on some, like, you know, that West Coast shit we expect. So I'm going to have to say right now, hard bars as far as just disrespect is Ray Vaughn. But as far as records for my ear that I want to hear, I'm going to say Daylyt and Joey Bada got better records. And I want to say the best record of all three records, like, yo, put that record on, I'm going to go with Joey Bada as a record. Like if we got a mix, if we got a bunch of records flowing, them two diss records, I don't want to hit, like if I'm playing hip-hop, like if I'm going through just playing hip-hop, I don't want to hear diss records like that, you know what I'm saying? So if I'm just flowing, just da-da-da, I don't want to hear that. Joey got a joint, the most closest joint to a record that could fit in a blend of hip hop, that's a better record. Let me know what you think in the comments. CLBMG. I feel like what we're getting is what we asked for. A lot of dudes can't jump in this because they can't spit. A lot of dudes got it. Right now, it's fallback time. For a lot of you dudes that don't know what you're doing out here with these mics, it's fallback time. It's time to chill out, sit back, listen, learn, understand what's going on. And some of y'all might actually get better at what you're doing with your pen. You know what I'm saying? You might actually come into some knowledge that you've never seen before. I'm going to leave it at that. CLBMG. Let me know what you think in the comments. I'm going to catch y'all on that flip side piece.
Look, mission impossible to drop a few lines without dropping old times when Southern Hill was still a gold mine. When pistol grips was my shit and I sold mine. When Alias was not a show and they told mine.
Elevate your mind with high quality THC infused products. BlackYeti.com. Black-Yeti.com.
CLB.